I'll go ahead and I'll take that.
If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really
Wait,
appreciate
so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason for kicking us out of the store. We're just shopping here. What is your reason?
To be quite completely honest with you, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So, are you going to kick everyone else out of the store
It's
too?
funny.
If we have the right to refuse service to anybody, so I'm having the right to refuse service to you guys. I don't have to have a reason. So that is my reason. So I'm just asking you guys to please leave the store today.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's really happening.
So, you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said that at all.
That's what he said. That we're repeat shoplifters here.
We've seen you in here before. I didn't say
I
that.
have not been in here.
So,
I've been here. I
don't even know the last time
to
I've
be
been here.
honest with you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times before.
Us too.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Do you have
here.
like a picture? Because
Show
it's
us.
not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to
Okay.
please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like that.
Violent?
You guys are.
Let's go. Let's go.
If you guys hold on. If you guys want, I'll talk to you guys outside.
How are we getting violent?
Violent. It's crazy. I can't believe this is.
Before I start this video, I'd like to thank Inspiro, Sharon Gray on TikTok for this story. So H&M store manager has refused to serve the two black girls. And this incident happened in February of last year, which was 2024. So they came up. They accused these two black girls there of stealing in the store. Remember, Nia and Nicola is their names, and they said they'd never been in the store before. And the manager already said, well, I've seen you before, and I don't have to refuse. I don't even have to, basically refuse your service, when you shop in here, blah, blah, blah. And guess where this store was located? My old hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, and I'm going to explain about Albuquerque in a second because like I told you in my other video, excuse me, that Albuquerque has a racist problem in the city. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But to refuse these two pretty black girls of shopping a dress because they're claiming that they shoplift or they're stealing, and then the manager even refused to even have a conversation with them. You see, security is escorting them out of there. And so H&M has an incident way before that, when they have a little boy in their, I think in their commercials or in their, well, anyway, they had them commercials when a black boy and calling him a monkey or try to portray as a monkey, something like that with the H&M situation. And now this situation. But this isn't surprising because it happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Why am I not surprised? There's a lot of racial situations happening in Albuquerque. They want to deny race ain't got nothing to do with this, blah, blah, blah. But, if you live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you're going to experience racism because of your skin color. And like I told you in my previous video, when I did a video about, when the governor of New Mexico declares basically sending National Guards to the city, when you're dealing with racism in the country, you're dealing with white privilege. That's what happens in Albuquerque. When they know that they're, basically, if they know you're white or white Hispanic, and when you disrespect, let's just say the darker Native American, a darker Navajo Indian, or darker black person, or a darker Hispanic person, this is how Albuquerque is. There's plenty of incidents that happened to me and my wife in Albuquerque that we experienced in racism, and that's why we're back home here in Nashville now. But I'm going to go ahead and continue this story. But this isn't surprising. when you have white people feeling emboldened of discriminating black girls in the store, accusing them of shoplifting, and say, well, at first they said, well, we see you two before. And the two black girls say, y'all never seen us before. I mean, we never hardly even go to this store. But when you refuse as a person because of the color of their skin, this is how Albuquerque is. Now, the corporate office at H&M found out about the story. And not only that they apologized to Nia and Nola for the incident, but the manager is no longer working at the H&M. But the damage has already been done. When you're black and living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you're going to be always experience racism every now and then. For myself, I experience racism like every month, basically, in Albuquerque. That's when I've been living in Albuquerque for 4 years. I've been experiencing racism where you at your job, or you just, go into a shopping center and they feel some type of way. These two girls don't deserve being treated like this. And me, as a content creator and a former New Mexican myself, I want to, if they ever watch my videos, I apologize from the bottom of my heart, because they don't deserve the treatment that they're deserving. But I'm glad that, H&M, firing or force this manager to resign her position. But the damage has just been done. And I'm sorry, we've been going to, if you're black in New Mexico, please leave a comment below if you have ever experienced racism. In the last 4 years, I've been experiencing racism over there. Whether it's at my job, whether it's somewhere I'll go sometimes. And the stuff that I went through is similar what these two girls will going through. But I'm glad that they posted a video out. I'm glad that they did what they did to protect themselves, because they're gonna say it's gonna be the manager's words against theirs. So hats off to Nia and Neola. Hats off to these two lovely black girls. Because at the same time, that when you live in Albuquerque, whether you're from a different state or you living there most of your life, one day or another, you're going to experience racism. Like I had. And I experienced racism at the Dollar General one time. That's when I first got there. And then when my wife and I moving from Albuquerque to Nashville, because I got a job there, we experienced racism before we even moved up out of there. Dealing with the Walker situation. But I digress. I digest. This is Albuquerque. We expect. So anyway, hats off to these two lovely ladies there. They put their cell phone cameras out and got her busted. But H&M need a lot of changing, because like I told you before, in the previous life, they had an ad showing a little black boy, try to portray him as a monkey. And now this situation. And they need to change their, racial policy or something like that, because this isn't good on their part and their business. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.